while I'm slowly heading back to my apartment. I'm not asking for your thoughts, I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness. Ooh, there's no point 'cause we both know. From here there's nowhere to go.
Hello my loves, welcome to my channel, welcome to another vlog. Sorry about the terrible lighting, it looks like I've been whitewashed because so you're sat in the windowsill in the kitchen and the sun is like trying to poke through, so it's like really bright, so that's why like it looks like I'm being whitewashed. But anyway, I've had such a productive kind of day. We have done a bit of decluttering, organising. I've cleaned the kitchen. I've got on with a bit of computer work. Yeah, we've had pretty much a very productive kind of morning. I thought we could spend a nice productive day together because there's so much more things I want to get done today. There's like quite a few things I want to kind of tick off my to-do list. Anyone else like in their like decluttering era, or I would also kind of say like decluttering and reorganizing like era, because the amount of influencers, content creators I have watched, or who I watch on TikTok, Instagram do decluttering videos has kind of got me into my like decluttering era. I think what started it was somebody who I watch on those platforms. So she's bought her dream farmhouse, like her forever home. Well, she's been calling it her forever home. Forever home. Why can I never be able to say words recently? I can for some reason I've noticed this in my last vlog. I could like there was part of the vlog which I did manage to cut out where I couldn't say a certain word and it took me for ages just to say that word. I don't know what's happening, why I keep doing it, but I just can't seem to get certain words out. Like I'll go motivated, or like I'll say the word and then I'll go, is that how you say it? Like, and I'll start like questioning myself. And I've only seen to do it like in the last couple of weeks, but only like in terms of like YouTube. Like in my day to day, I haven't really noticed me doing it. If you get what I'm saying, I don't know if that's because I'm talking to a camera or anything. I don't know. Like bought her forever home. It needs a lot of work, a lot of renovation, and they're in the position to be able to stay in the current house, do the renovation in their new house, and then once that's all been done, they're going to move over. But what she wants to do is go through her entire house, declutter, reorganise, and then only take the essentials to the new house once they move over, which I just think is an amazing way to do it. And then, because when we were moving here, and like obviously we were decluttering as we were going, like we were like I was decluttering, but I just felt the last two 3 days of me packing up my bedroom, I just felt like there's just like so much to do, there's like so much to declutter, there's so much to pack. And then when I got here, I did feel like I did bring things that maybe I could have got rid of, if you got what I'm saying. Like there's like certain things that I don't really need to bring across with me, or and like stuff like that. Starting to declutter now and only really keep the things that you're just going to pack up in a box and chuck in the car and then take over to the house, to the new house. I think that's a really good, like obviously good idea. And I know it's like a very commonly, like most people do with this anyway. Noticing like since she posted her first decluttering episode on Instagram and on TikTok, and I know like how it works on TikTok. Like once you've engaged with that video, TikTok's like, it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. TikTok's like, you like this kind of videos, you like these kind of like vibes, you want this kind of information, you kind of want this, you want to see more videos about this, and they're going to obviously then show you more of that. So I know like in terms of TikTok, but I don't know, it just also feels like every single influencer, not content creator, is like in their decluttering, organising, because it's not just decluttering I see, it's like also organising videos as well. I've started getting to that era as well. Like I want to declutter every single thing. I'm not gonna lie, I have already done that in my bedroom. I am a maximalist. I don't know, I am one of those people that can't seem to get rid of anything. The loft, like from my childhood's bedroom, I just like I can't get rid of it. I can't. If you get what I'm saying, I am a maximalist. I don't want to be a minimalist. I will never be a minimalist. I don't know how people can be a minimalist. Like, how can you be a minimalist? Like, do you not want a lot of stuff? No, obviously, like if you're one of those people that like to travel the world and you don't really have a home as such to call base, then yeah, that's fine. And because then you'll have to be a minimalist. For like a normal average person who goes to work, come home, like how can you not be a minimalist? How can you not be a maximalist? Like, make that make sense. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I've just done, so as I said, so we've tidied up the kitchen, we've done a bit of decluttering. There's there wasn't really anything really to declutter because I have decluttered every single thing in my bedroom, but I found something to declutter, don't worry. With a bit of computer work. I have just made myself a cup of tea. I'm just about to go and sit in the living room, take a bit of a break, maybe read my book for a bit, and then just so that I can have a bit of a break. Then I'm going to get on with a bit more of computer work. Then we'll have some lunch. I think for lunch today we're going to have a bit of a picky lunch, and then later this evening we're going to have a nice cozy evening. Probably do some more decluttering, even though there isn't anything to declutter, so maybe more like organising, if you get what I'm saying. I'm also in my like organising era as well. I talk about a quote that I saw the other day on Instagram. So somebody posted a reel with this quote, and I fell in love with this quote. Not gonna lie, I had to then recreate that reel. I gave him credit, by the way, in the captions. Like if I recreate something in terms of a Instagram reel or a post or whatever, I always give that person credit, and especially if they came up with the idea first. If you get what I'm saying, I always like to give them the credit. Obviously, if it's a trend, then I might not give that person like credit because I don't know where that trend originally, who came up with the trend, which I just really like. I'll pop it on. I'll pop it in the description down below if you want to read it. But it says, "Life can change in the blink of an eye. Hold those you love closest to you. Tell them you love them. Cherish the small moments. Check in on your friends. Hug them. Tell them you love them. Life goes so quickly. Laugh when you need to laugh. Cry when you need to cry. Allow yourself to heal. You're going to be okay." And I just really love that quote. I just think that is a beautiful quote. It is like so beautiful. I feel like as humans, we, if our life that we've planned doesn't go to plan, I feel like a lot of us will try and make it work and try and like force us to follow that plan and do this and do that. And I'm not saying everyone does this, by the way. I feel like a lot of us on this planet will come up with a life plan and try and stick to every single point in every single, like, they need to go to school, then they need to do these GCSE lessons, they need to get this out of these, then they go to college and they continue with this, then they go and once they've in college they go and do uni, they meet their love of their life in uni, they settle down and let's say in London, they go and move to London, they build up their career, they get really, really high, they settle down, they have children, they get married, they do all this, they do all that, and I'm like, and I do that myself. Like I'm very much, I like to plan, but I don't plan like every single bit of my life. And like I'll give them like little like, this is what I start to get myself into. This is kind of like the life that I want to go down, that kind of thing. This is like, like, for example, I want to be a full-time content creator. So that is like my main goal, to become a full-time content creator or working for myself. Like I would love to be able to work for myself, obviously spend a lot of my time, working at home, building up my career, working for myself, and yeah. But I'm not like, if that doesn't happen, then that's fine, following a rule book. We don't need to be following a rule book, and I feel like lots of people need to, remember that, our life isn't a book. Don't put yourself down on that, because it's not really worth it at the end of the day. What's worth it is the fact that you've enjoyed your life. There might be, yes, there's going to be struggles, there's going to be things that's going to be really, really hard, and there's going to be things that are going to put a stop to a couple of things and pull you back a little bit, and do not give up on yourself. That is the best advice that somebody could give to you, is do not give up on yourself. Anyway, I'm going to sit in the living room, I'm going to read my book for a bit, and then take a bit of a break, back on some more computer work, then we'll make some lunch, and yeah.
Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you, for you, for you.
Okay guys, I have been getting on with a bit of computer work for the last like 30 minutes, and I've just started to get a bit hungry, so what I thought I could do is make my lunch, take it upstairs, get on with a bit more computer work. So for lunch today we're having a bit of a picky lunch. I've been having a bit of a picky lunch quite a lot recently. So I thought I will show you what we're having for lunch today. And yeah, we're going to have one of these, or maybe two of these, sweet chili chicken breasts, mini fillets, which my dad got from Aldi over the weekend. A bit of this cathedral cheese, which I'm going to cut up into maybe strips, which I thought I could have. Apple, I love cheese and apple together. I am also going to do a bit of cucumber. I love, again, cucumber. I have some savoury mini eggs. I don't like egg, but for some reason I like these. I don't know why. And because I have an obsession with these kind of crackers, I love the salt and pepper crackers from Tesco. Also quite like the rosemary ones, but these are not open yet. We've got a couple on the go already, so I don't want to open another box of crackers. Thought we could have a packet of squares, these, just so when I cut up the chicken fillets, because I'm going to cut them up into little strips, it's not going to, but yeah. Apple and cheese. Also, I quite like celery and cheese, so I typically also have a bit of celery with my picky lunches, but we don't have celery in. We have celery, but it's not like hard celery, if you get what I'm saying. To grab a bit of cheese chunk. So I like to cut my cheese about this thick, and I just find it just cuts so easily into like little cubes or strips. I think today we might just do strips. Strips of cucumber. I'm just going to finish this one off first once I get into it. I'm going to cut it first and then wash it afterwards. We love cucumber in this family, especially my sister. We go through cucumber very, very quickly. I think it's our most bought item, one of our most bought items of last year from Tesco. We have it we have with salads and wraps, with picky lunches, picky teas. Like we have it quite a lot. Right, I'm gonna put my apple on. I'm gonna do a bit of cheese. And that's my lunch. I thought the chicken would have been a bit more spicy, but it's not that spicy. It's quite mild, so if you're not a huge spicy kind of person, but you like spicy food, like you don't like too hot spicy, the chicken brand of chicken from Aldi is very, very nice.
Times will come again when the wind is blowing in my direction. Still I can't ignore the pain. It's the only thing that tells me I'm breathing. I lost you from the start. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart.
Good afternoon. I have just made myself a cup of tea. Plans for the afternoon are I'm going to get on with a couple more bits on my computer. And then once I've done that, I'm going to, if I can clean my bedroom, on Sunday afternoon I did a bit of like a massive bedroom reset, declutter, obviously because I'm in my decluttering era, reorganising, and pretty much what I did was I went through my set of drawers, went through my underwear drawer, the bedding drawer, my pyjamas drawer, and I went through pretty much every single thing that was in those drawers, and off that, which was nice. And now the bedding drawers, because there's 3 drawers that are filled with bedding. So we've got in there. We've got guest bedding, my sister's bedding, and my bedding. We don't have much storage in this house. Got cupboards and stuff, but there isn't much like storage. Not like our old house, where there was a lot more storage. So place to put bed in at the moment. We are planning on getting where our airing cupboard to get some more like storage unit things, like some more shelving and stuff. My sister's bedding and myself's bedding is in those set drawers. So it was nice to get rid of a couple of bits that we don't use anymore. or have got like holes in or set, it wouldn't close, and we're having to really like yank it open, because it was like just those 3 drawers were filled with bedding and like stuff like that, and a couple of the stuff Dad's bedding which got a bit mixed up. So yeah, I spent the majority of my Sunday afternoon doing that. I actually also moved them over slightly because my plan is where I've got a bit of a space between my shelving and where my set drawers is. So I thought what would actually be really nice, because it's in the corner as well. It's kind of those 2 items, those 2 bits of furniture has kind of make it like a bit of a corner. So the plan would be to get a nice little chair to go there. I've always wanted a chair in my bedroom, like I've always wanted one. I've always wanted a chair, so I'm on the hunt for the perfect chair, to be honest. I kind of know what I want, obviously it's got to be neutral. Yeah, I kind of want it also to match my desk chair as well, but not like fully matching. I don't want like from the same company or anything like that, but I want like a nice desk chair, but in the same kind of pattern, maybe the same style, but it doesn't have to be, if you get what I'm saying. Get this chair, but I think my office chair, I want one with maybe some arms as well, but not like full-on arms as well, because again, like if I have my friends over, I want it kind of like office chair, but also armchair vibe for my office chair, desk chair. But I don't want like a standard, like normal office desk chair either. So yeah, I need to do a bit of a vacuum clean, because I didn't manage to do that, because I didn't manage to finish. Like I did all the bits that I needed to do, like sort through the drawers, declutter, and dust, and sort out a couple of bits, and like everything, give my room a bit of a dust. But I didn't manage to vacuum clean, because my granddad arrived for dinner on Sunday, which was nice. We had him over for dinner. He lives up the road, my dad's dad. So yeah, he came down, and I wanted to finish before he came down. I did do a bit of vacuum cleaning because I did go round the corners that I couldn't, I can't really get to on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with that, and then I'm not too sure what we'll get on with afterwards. There's something else I need to get done today. But yeah, so I'm going to take my cup of tea upstairs. I'm actually going and I babysitted our cousin 2 weeks. We babysitted them, and babysitted her, and they gave us some chocolate to say thank you, which was really nice. Some extra Easter chocolate to get, like they also put in some chicks. Granddad said, because he got asked if he could deliver them, because he went up on Saturday afternoon. We also got a little couple of mini eggs. I've got a Kit Kat one, and I believe there's also a mini cream egg, which is nice. And these are, I believe these are from Aldi. These little like chicks, and what are they? Chicks and rabbits. And they taste like Kinder Bueno. They just taste like Kinder. I think they are literally Aldi's version of Kinder, but like, oh my god, I love them. And I'm not a huge fan of Aldi's chocolate. We bought some chocolate buttons the other week actually, before Easter, and they were the most vilest things ever. I hated them. They were I think they must have been chocolate flavoured chocolate, which is not real chocolate then. And I hate fake chocolate. And they had like a load of them in there. But yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna head upstairs.
I can see the times coming just for you.
Good evening. It is now a lot later in the day. I have just had dinner. We had mac and cheese for dinner, and mac and cheese is one of my favourite pasta dishes. I think like it must be like at least my top three favourite pasta dishes. I love pasta. Like I could have pasta every single day of the week and not get sick of it. I just love pasta. If you can't tell by how much time I have said the word pasta. We've tidied up. I have just put my pyjamas on. I got myself a cup of tea. Plans for the evening. I'm going to pop on something to watch on Netflix. I've been watching Adidons. Is that how you pronounce it? The one that TV show that is like a full-parter TV show series thing. About like this, this boy at school kills a classmate, and yeah, it was very popular on Netflix, on social media. Like it was a very talked about TV show. I think it's also because of like it's kind of like a real story, but not a real story. Apparently, also the reason why it's talked about is because it was filmed, like how it was filmed and stuff. Which is like cool. Apparently, like a couple of the shots were filmed in one take rather than in multiple takes. And yeah, I don't know why it was really popular. But it was just it is, and because we haven't really had Netflix for that long, it would be a year this August actually when I first had Netflix, and all I've been doing is catching up on TV shows that I have been meaning to watch. I've been can't wait to watch, and yeah, a lot of it they've already been up for so many years. Did it get what I'm saying? They've been up for so many years. They've already got lots more seasons now. For example, Emily in Paris. So the reason why I found about Emily in Paris, and it wasn't via social media or anything like that. It was I was in a French class. The first season or maybe the second season just came out. I was in France in my French class. I think it must have been year 9, year 8, year 9. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it must have been year 9 because that's when I started to do my GCSEs, and my friend, he didn't take French, and I remember him not being there because my friend and I were pretty much in the majority of our lessons except from GCSE lessons. He picked IT and I picked French instead. So my teacher, and so he just decided that we would watch a French TV show. He saw this French TV show come up one day on his recommendations on Netflix, and he said, "Oh, this has just come out. Apparently, this has got new seasons. It's new. Do you want to watch it? There's a lot of English. Do you want to watch it?" And we said, "Yeah, we can have it on in the background." So, and there was throughout the lesson we watched what 1 or 2 episodes, and I was hooked. And because I couldn't get told where it was from, because I didn't pay attention to the start of the 2 episodes. I got hooked like towards like the middle, if you get what I'm saying. It's the first episode, and then the second episode, well, I messed up because I watched the full episode, like I did all my work and then I just chilled back for a bit, like if you get what I'm saying, like I just chilled out for the second half, for the second episode, and then ever since then, so I don't know why I didn't know it was on Netflix, and then for a very long time, I was trying to work out where it was from, and I couldn't think of what the TV show was. And then I realised it was Emily Palace. So I've been watching that, so I had to catch up on that because I've been wanting to watch that for ages, for years, like just to find out what happens and like stuff like that. All I remember it from that French lesson was the intro. So when I watched it, I was like, oh my god, I remember this intro. Like something on like when you watch something on like social media, Facebook for example, and it's like, oh my god, I love this show, where can I watch it? And you find out you can't watch it because you don't have the subscription, or it's not in your country, it hasn't arrived to your country yet, and you're like, oh, where else can I find out where I watch it? And then when it does come, look, and because no one's now talking about it anymore, like it's less frequent, you're having to catch up, and then because there's other TV shows that you have to catch up on as well, there's other like TV shows that you might have seen on social media that you might have gone, oh, this is a bit of me, and I need to now what I watch is. So my watch list, not gonna lie, it's massive because there's lots of stuff on Netflix that I want. We've watched a couple of episodes in school, and or like friends talking about it, and so yeah. Anyway, we're slowly catching up, and then since we're getting the projector, it's been nice because then I don't just stick to Netflix. I watch this. I watch Disney Plus. After I've watched this on Netflix, I don't know. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know how you pronounce it. So many people have said so many different like pronunciations of that name. There's a TV show that I want to watch on Disney Plus, which has just come out, so I'm gonna probably watch that, which is brilliant, I think, it's off the internet. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna watch my shows. That's it. Big speak to you in a sec.
Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I have just done my evening skincare. I've just brushed my teeth, and yeah, so I'm gonna end today's vlog. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I've enjoyed spending the day with you all today, and so thank you so much for spending the day with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye, my loves.